Okay, it is Aries Scarlet, and my friends, it is the middle of the night, and my good friends, my subscribers, have just got finished consuming Birds of Prey illegally. Yes, that's right. I just got finished watching that movie illegally. I don't give a fuck, bro. I do not. You know why? Because I was not going to pay DC for the bullshit that they offered us and then have them take our money and just assume the movie was good because I paid for seeing it before I knew whether it was good or not. You ever wonder how crazily ironic that is? Like they assume a movie must be doing good just because people paid a certain amount. A certain amount of people went to go see it. Yeah, word of mouth travels, but if the movie's not good, we'll all find out eventually. Like shit, Spider-Man 3 had like one of the most dominant opening weekends in movie history. And then afterwards, people were like, okay, yeah, this is not right for a lot of reasons. You know, I didn't think it was that bad, but we're not going to get on Spider-Man 3 tonight. We are talking about Birds of Prey. Yes, we are reviewing Birds of Prey and my illegal consumption of it. Now, before y'all start typing in the comments and shit, trying to start talking shit, you know, I already know how this is gonna go. You watched it illegally? Well, shit. Allegedly, I watched it illegally, right? Allegedly, because shit, telling you guys I watched it illegally is not even really enough to like, I don't know, like how did I watch it illegally? I could have hit the bootleg guy on the corner, right? I could have went to the bootleg guy. I could have downloaded a torrent. I could have went to an illegal streaming website, right? But you know which one I choose? I choose to allegedly claim that I took my husband and two sons to see the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. And after Sonic started spouting that racist, sexist, homophobic bullshit, I decided to leave the room and watch Birds of Prey in the next theater for free without paying for it. Yeah, I'll go with that since everyone seems to be okay with that method of illegal consumption lately. My husband and sons was not okay with the bullshit. Anyway, first thing I like to talk about is, I guess we're just gonna kick right off with Harley's childhood. Like, I'm just gonna like, where the fuck is her mom? you know, you went this far to sell the shitty man narrative, and like the first 60 seconds of this movie, this is a fucking thing. Like, her father traded her for a 6-pack of beer. Like, if that ain't human trafficking, my nigga, like, I don't know. Like, come on, bro. That right there is some. But then she still went to college, a regular ass college, got her PhD. Like, that's like, bro, what living arrangement was that? But maybe the sisters did keep her there instead of trying to exercise her after getting paddled in the fucking face and losing about 3 teeth. You never know. But this all isn't going to be bad, right? I do have some compliments in this, and the funny thing about this is, do y'all want to know the funny thing about this, bro? The movie wasn't even 1,000% bad. The movie actually was pretty decent. Like, they should have respected men more, yeah, but I feel like they should have respected men more, like in the marketing. When it came to the movie, it was a lot of men in it that wasn't shit. But overall, the marketing is what killed the movie because the movie wasn't even all that bad. um Shit. Well, we'll continue on. Like shit, what else am I supposed to cover in this video? Let's see. So yeah, the fact that they said that she was the brains behind some of the Joker's greatest plans, but he didn't let anyone know it. Now, I get the Joker's an asshole. I get that he's a toxic boyfriend. I get that he uses people. I get all of those things. But there's one thing you need to understand about the Harley and Joker dynamic, okay? Besides the one time where she hung piranhas upside down to make it look like they were laughing, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to, the Joker and Harley Quinn can do a lot of things better than the Joker. Like, you do a lot of things better than the Joker. You're stronger, you're faster, you have more stamina. But planning, making plots, that ain't one of the things you do better than the Joker. You got lucky the one time in one story. And we don't even know if that story is canon to the main universe because it's tricky with Harley Quinn, right? Because she started out in a cartoon. No, I'm sorry. She started out in a comic book of the cartoon verse and then was thrown into the cartoon verse. But both those universes are not canon to the main verse. So, because I am not a billion% a DC fan, you know, I can't give you all of Harley's makeup backstory here and there and left and right. Like, I can only do that about certain characters in DC because you know, they don't make all their characters interested. They have a really bad track record of not doing their best when it comes to what they make. So yeah, I have a problem with her being the brains behind some of Joker's greatest plans, but Joker didn't let anybody know it. I also have a problem with the Joker and her breaking up, but the Joker's insanity not taking its toll. Like, even if Joker throws Harley Quinn out, right? Like, I feel even if Joker throws Harley Quinn out, right? The person that kills Harley Quinn is still gonna end up getting seen by the Joker, at least in the comic verse, right? Because it's like, that's mine. Even if it wasn't mine no more, like, that's always mine if I touch it. Like, I feel like that's the type of person the Joker is. And they represented a lot of men that way in this movie, so why not the Joker? You know? Questions get begged to ask, and I'm asking them. But, oh God. So here's a good one. Fucking Cassandra Cain walks up to a black woman, all right, melanin clear as a motherfucker on her, with dreadlocks, and tries to pickpocket her. She turns around, grabs her, because, she's like, I'm not falling for your pickpocket bullshit. What the hell is what's going on? Why are you doing this? And dead ass, she said, you're not the only person who makes money off of dumb, rich white people. Yet you just tried to pickpocket a black woman. I don't understand. Like, did you really think she was white? Is that like making fun of the fact that Black Canary is originally white? What are we doing here with this? I need to know, because Cassandra Cain is my favorite character, and y'all tried to give her an arc in this movie. Like, I've seen, I made my videos and I knew Cassandra wasn't really gonna be shit in this movie, and I didn't want to give y'all a chance to just make me feel worse about it, and that's exactly what happened. Cassandra Cain has 0 hands, bro. And when Batman met her in the original continuity, she had hands that was dangerous, bro. She was killing adults with them hands because her father taught her how. Sure, this is alternate universe. She's what you call it? What's the word for it? She's got a different backstory and she's an orphan now. Well, the thing is, she eventually renounced her family anyway, and then went on to call herself Orphan after evolving past the Batgirl role. But still, Cassandra Cain is supposed to be the definition of big things come in small packages when you first meet her. But they didn't do that in this movie, and it's really disappointing. But I'll continue on. Oh God, the men in this movie really ain't shit. Besides the egg sandwich guy, every other man in this movie is literally not shit. Like, you'd be hard pressed to find one male, one motherfucker with a penis in this movie that is worth shit besides the egg sandwich guy. And he only the shit because he let his cheese, I want to say cure, but I feel like cure is the wrong word. He lets his cheese go bad a little bit. But that's okay, because cheese is, I want to say it's a fungus. I don't like cheese, but the longer you let cheese go bad, the better it tastes. I mean, France got a whole thing of shit like that over there, like 100-year-old cheeses and shit. Expired cheese tastes better. To people who eat cheese. I don't eat cheese. I'm lactose intolerant, and I don't like the taste, both of them. So we'll continue on, because that was the hell of a side. That was a hell of a side track right there. Sorry. So on to some things that were good. That sprinkler fight was decent. Yeah, like the fights that came before that fight, I was asking myself, like, how are these, 100-pound girls, 120-pound girls doing this to grown ass men? Like, they better get their fucking choreography straight. But when the sprinklers went off, they started to get their shit together. Harley was out here doing, you know, things that were effective in a fight against somebody who has more weight who has more weight than you at the end of the day. Because weight is a big part of a fight. Weight class is a big part of a fight, no matter how much people try to say that that's a myth. It is. Not to say that a lightweight can't beat a heavyweight, but they have to take into consideration that they're fighting a heavyweight when they do this shit. They're not going to beat them the way they beat a lightweight opponent. That's just not how fighting works. That's just not how any of this works. So I was pleased when I saw that she was doing the sprinkler fight pretty well, and whoever was choreographing that was really good, because you got to see her do. Oh, I'm taking a puff. You got to see her do things that you would expect a smaller opponent who can beat you to do, right? Like, you throw a punch, but you're not an expert fighter, but she knows how to redistribute your weight and pull down while you push down on your arm and, make your whole body go down. Like, she was doing a lot of that really good choreography in the sprinklers. Like, it looked believable in the sprinklers, because her being faster than them, that's fine. I don't care about that. But her being stronger than them when they haven't specified that her strength, speed, and endurance were increased because of the chemicals. Like, until y'all say that about this Harley Quinn, she's just still a human like everybody else. It shows, because she was taking. Oh, another thing, she was doing all the shit she was doing to those men in the bad choreography scenes, not the good ones, the bad choreography scenes, the ones that came before the sprinklers. She was doing like outrageous shit to these men. But when she met Renee, I don't remember what her last name is, because I don't know who this character is. I'm sorry. Like I said, DC is not as near and dear to my heart as Marvel is. So, because they have a lot of characters that they don't do their best. I'll say that. They just don't do their best at DC. So, continuing on, we have the fact that fucking Cassandra Cain is literally the flag in this movie. Like, this movie is Capture the Flag Cassandra Cain. Y'all shouldn't have even called it Birds of Prey or Harley Quinn Birds of Prey. This should be Cassandra Cain Capture the Flag, because that's what this movie is. Cassandra Cain has no fighting skills. She's only got the pickpocketing skills down. And it's like, for y'all to sit here and say that she's only a mere pickpocket in this universe really waters down. Like, y'all should have just made any other character instead of Cassandra Cain, because she's supposed to be so much well beyond what a normal human is at that age. Especially, she becomes more human in her adulthood, but as a child, oh my god, bro, you thought Damien was a cold motherfucker, and I don't like Damien. And she's beat Damien's ass before in the regular continuity, but we're gonna go back to movie continuity because I don't want to stray away too far. So yeah, she was literally the flag and Capture the Flag in this movie, and that was disappointing. Because she was literally just a liability, a scared kid who wanted to basically be like, shit, this is basic. She's Tom Holland's version of fucking of Cassandra Cain. I'm sorry, I'm doing my little stammering thing right now. It's been a long night. I done had a couple of drinks and shit. But yeah, when it comes to fucking Cassandra Cain, they really did her bad. She's essentially she's Harlequin Jr. And I don't even want to call her Harley Quinn Jr. I just want to call her a Harlequin. She's a little Harlequin like Harley Quinn is, but yeah, fuck it. I'm so disappointed. So moving on, that bat throw that she did, I think it was towards the end of the sprinkler fighting scene. If not, it was the scene. I think it was the fighting scene right after, where Harley was fighting the guys and she decided to just throw a bat on the ground and it ricocheted against his face. Really good fight choreography. No, no, I'm not going to attribute it to that. I'm not an idiot. I'm sorry. What I mean to say is really good special effects and really good script writing. Boy. So Harley gets high on cocaine in this movie. And why were the Birds of Prey fans trying to pull in Sonic's audience again? Like, I get that it's an adult joke and they don't go it, they don't actually reference it, but there's so many F bombs in this movie as well. God, like F, shit, little turd, like all that shit. Cassandra Cain's first line is, "You smell like shit." And she's a kid. What parent wants to, unless you're okay with your kid cussing, that's a different story. Some parents are, some parents aren't. I'm not going to judge you. Your life is your life. I'm just saying the standard on taking a kid to see a kid's movie, as far as the social standard goes, in a general sense, right? You don't want your kids exposed to shit that they shouldn't be seeing before they're too old to process it. That's how you get kids throwing around cuss words that they don't mean, being little assholes. I mean, there are more harmful things. I get it. But I'm just saying, like, compared to the Sonic movie, come on now. Cassandra Cain's first line being, "Oh, well, you smell like shit." Bro, what? So, my dude waited. My dude waited, bro. He waited for his beard. He waited for his beard to get caught on fucking fire, dog. She sat there, was getting choked by this dude. She said, "A little help here." After that, Cassandra Cain proceeded to fumble through random shit on the ground. Just fumble through the most random shit. And then give her a lighter. And Harley Quinn is, she gets the lighter and she smiles at him. And then she opens the lighter. And then she flicks that bitch more than once. Like, you could have at least closed the distance, but, I'm sorry, you could have widened the distance between you two. Like, that was just lazy choreography right there. Maybe if she had did it faster, I don't know. That was just lazy choreography. I'm not even going to call it lazy writing. I attribute that to the choreography. That's their fault. They could have sped that scene up. They could have cut some cameras. They could have did something to make that happen faster. So, after that, I ended up noticing that fucking Cassandra Cain was literally looking up to Harley Quinn. She's like, "Oh, you're this, you're that, and you have this, and you have that. Like, I just want to be like you. Like, tell me, how can I be like you?" Now, put it to you like this. This is an insult for a couple of reasons. One, Harley Quinn was never on the actual Birds of Prey, and when she joined, it was more so recently. And this is not me saying, "Oh well, shit, I know this for a fact," right? Because I read them. No, I'm really only taking word from a reliable source. It's a very reliable source. And my dude Eric D. July said that basically the first time, shout out my dude Pastor Rip, Young Ripper, 59. But he said that Harley's first appearance in Birds of Prey was getting fucking fisted in the face by Cassandra Cain. She punched her in the face. Like, that was the first time she was seen in in the damn comics, apparently. And I take his word for it. I'll just put it that way. If anybody saw anything different that happened in that comic, please leave it in the comments. I'm always willing to learn. Always willing to learn. But pairing that, Cassandra Cain deciding, hey, Harley, I look up to you now because you're this and you're that and you're all of these things. How did you do that, right? You're a mercenary. And then they go to a room and she sees a picture of the Joker and she doesn't know who the Joker is. My nigga. That's not even cute. Like I don't even give a fuck. Like that's not even cute. It's not. Hold on, let me take another hit. That's not even fucking cute. And I see y'all typing in the comment, oh, well, she's too fucking young to know the bullshit. Bullshit. She done been to the cops. She done been in the fucking police station how many times? She lives in Gotham. There is no way that you live in Gotham and don't know who the Joker is. Like, period, bro. Period. I don't care what excuse you make. Ain't no way you live in Gotham and you don't know who Joker is, bro. So that's a what the fuck moment. And oh shit, can we talk about how the fucking doc sold her out for fucking restaurant money? Like, and calmly drove off like she isn't a crazy psychopathic killer. Like, bro, she just threatened to kill a kid earlier. If you the only person she hasn't killed, you have to know enough about her to know that if you cross her, you will. And I get it. Maybe he knew enough about her to know that her heartbreak would be too big for her to do anything to him, right? If she survived. But I still call that bullshit. Harley Quinn would snap on a motherfucker who wasn't him doing that shit, right? Like that's crazy. It's almost like the same way. It's like they're protecting her from being crazy enough to be a villain, right? Because then your kids can't look up to her. And they don't want that. She's on superhero girls and superhero all that bullshit. Like, they've been making Harley Quinn merchandise for little girls for years, and I've been scratching my head for the longest. Like, why the I don't get it. But okay. So yeah, I really don't. I really fucking don't, and that's okay. I don't have to. I just have to talk about it when it comes up, right? So she took that L and didn't kill the doctor, but she just told the kid, "I'll kill you." So, or the doctor, the doc, whatever, doc. So we get to a little bit further in the movie, and we talk about how the fuck Roman, or yeah, it's Roman. Black Mask's people show up to fight with creative ass, unique ass masks, but no projectile weapons. And most of the people with weapons didn't even have like most of the people there didn't have weapons. I'm sorry, most people with weapons didn't have weapons. My high ass. Anyway, so most of those people didn't have weapons until they got downstairs, and then everybody had a machine gun, and only one person got hit, the person with the bulletproof vest. No headshot. But I mean, I guess that's super nitpicking, so I'll leave that alone, right? That's 100% nitpicking. So, Black Mask wants Cassandra alive, but he doesn't need her to be alive to get the diamond. So, what's that order about? Like, even Zaz was like, cut it out of her now. Like, you don't need her alive, but okay, I guess that's more nitpicking. So Helena's family fortune is trapped inside Cass's body, and she basically just doesn't care for the entire movie. And then at the last second, they just added in, oh, well, yeah, we got the code off of it and gave it to Helena. It's like Helena wasn't even looking for that shit. She was about to bounce after she killed the last guy. She didn't give a fuck. She tried to bounce like 3 times. She tried to leave. So y'all had to write that in at the end, like, wait, wait, wait. That's her family's money. We should give it to her, right? Yeah, yeah, we should go. Okay, put that in the ending. And there is that one point in the movie also that didn't make sense where Black Mask is shouting, saying, "You're nothing without me. We should work together." And like you want Harley to work with you now? Like, what the fuck? Like, you just said to kill her because she wasn't Cassandra Cain. Like, get Cassandra alive and everybody else you can just kill. But now you wanted to, and I don't get it because you still had the upper hand. I don't get it. There's a lot of things in this movie I don't get, especially the homoerotic overtones that they gave Black Mask and Zaz, right? Like, if you were gonna make them gay, you could have just made them gay, but like you had to give them like gay coded stuff in a movie where you made basically everybody else gay. Like in the beginning, freaking what, Harley Quinn had went through 2 men and a woman when she was talking about finding love. So, you know, bisexual confirmed. Then you got fucking what's her face? My girl